Hello. So, it's been a while, huh? It's been like what, like a month at least, something like that. Some months and some weeks, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long while. So the good question is, where have I been? So throughout all this time, I have not been touched as night, basically at all. Been basically doing everything else except Resonite because I don't know. Just one day, I woke up and feel like something had just flipped inside me and just changed. A switch has flipped. And I just said, I'm not going to resonate nor interact socially with anybody for at least 2 weeks. Then I did not socially interact with anybody for literally no reason at all, and I didn't want to for 2 weeks. And then I started going again, and finally I'm going back to resonate. And throughout this time, some things have happened. And one of those things that is most notable is that my parents were basically going in they're going in a marriage anniversary. It's like I forgot the term for it, but it's like when you've been together for like a very long time and after a specific amount of years, you like you commemorate like a different type of thing of like trip or whatever. So they do that. They decided to fly away to somewhere else and just commemorate the marriage. But now I am left in here with my sister at house. Basically, we both alone for like 5 days. The problem is that this isn't something that they just said. Oh, we're going away. That no, my dad specifically told me a lot of times, again and again, again and again, and give me millions of opportunities. He said, "Are you fine with me going to your mother to there? Is it okay? Da, 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 I know you're sick and da, 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 da." He said a million times, and all those times I said, "Oh, it's fine. It's gonna be very, very simple. Very nothing gonna change at all. It's gonna be just like any other day." And that's what I thought. Uh, 15 minutes after I dropped him off at the airport, I realized the shit that I have done, and now that I'm stuck in for 5 days, just basically having to do all the responsibilities of the house and shit, and not being in a good situation to do so, and such. And sometimes you just gotta deal with the hand that you're given. But since then, I have to like take my sister to school and bring her back, and then take her to whatever practice and psychiatrist she has over the days, and just normal routine stuff. But I have to carry her and bring her back all the time. And that kind of has left to me a little too much alone because that plus I have not been socializing with basically anyone. I've been like very lightly socializing the past few days, and uh, for my levels, it's like imagine if you took the whole entire sea and you took all the water out of it, and to compensate for all the water you've taken out of it, you took one Olympic pool and you dropped it in the ocean, by ocean. It felt like that. So it was basically social interaction and all. And getting tired of having to go pick her back up and bring her, just doing all the routine stuff that I was already hardly doing because, you know, being sick and stuff. My 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 back has not been liking it. It's been acting up lately, and stuff. And I said, all right, this is so bad, so terrible. I'm tired of this. I don't want this anymore. I need time for myself. Then after I dropped her off at a 15 birthday party of one of her friends, I went to Outback and I got one dessert that I really, really like from there. It's like the place where I most like to go to is Outback. And there's like a dessert with a brownie on below and ice cream, whipped cream and some chocolate chips and syrup, chocolate syrup. And to me, that's like the most 10 out of 10, like best thing you can have. And I said, I'm gonna have one of those just for me because I want that. Then I went there. I sat down alone for the first time. I've never been to Outback alone ever, and I never thought I would ever go to because it's such a like a place where you always go with more than like 4 people. And I've sat there already. It felt like very, 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 very weird when I sat down. And then I asked for one that dessert, nothing else, just that, and it felt even more weirder. And then and then it came, and it was like the best ever that I've ever seen. It's like the best time. You know, when like McDonald's or whatever place, they make like different things, different days, and it just kind of varies. Sometimes it looks pretty good, sometimes it looks really bad, and sometimes it's completely out of your order. Yeah, this day was like the best day ever. It's like I rolled a crit on this dessert. It was the best looking dessert ever from Outback. So it's like it's already the best, so I got the legendary of the legendary basically. So and I said, hell to the fucking yeah, I'm gonna eat this thing up. Then I ate it. And all the flavor was exactly the same as it always has been. But it was so dull. So dull. So dull. So dull. That it felt like a chore eating that. And I left that place just. I was already beaten down. I left that place just. You know? It felt like that. And then it kind of dawned on me something. That's. Nothing is fun alone. Like sometimes some things are fun alone, right? There's some things you need to be alone to do. But being alone is not fucking fun. It's not something that I like. It's not something that I've enjoyed at all. And I don't wish to do the thing ever again. I don't think it's gonna ever happen again because the possibility of this type of occasion between my parents, but they both going away and I being sick at the same time, I have to take care of my sister. I don't think this is gonna ever happen again. It's like the situation is so specific. This is like once in a lifetime thing, forever. Like the chances of this happening in the first place were so low to begin with. I could not even conceive what happening. But then going back to what I was trying to say. All right, so I got into the car and was thinking, this is so horrible. Being alone is so terrible. I don't want it. I hate it. Then I said, oh man, I wish in the future I'm not alone like this. And then I just went down a spiral, of things that can happen. And before trying to explain a point, I'm gonna have to give a lot of preface to it. So first thing, living in Brazil. This is a place where you kind of have no choice if you really want to live with dignity, really want it, because you can either just be a supermarket restocker or a Uber or a delivery driver or something like that, or you can be, I don't know, a fucking architect, engineer, fucking doctor, just high-paying stuff. It's there's no in between. I mean, there's kind of is, but in the end, there's no in between. Like, there's a very big gap between those, and there's nothing. There's a big chasm in this area, and so it's not that easy for me to just get a job, because yeah, I could get a job for that and get those types of lower jobs on the low end. They do pay enough to. Depending on where you live, they do pay enough for one person to live decently, cover all their expenses, but not too much farther from it. And I don't think that that's what I want, because being alone for your whole life, it's this fucking dessert from on Outback just it just dropped a reality bomb on my face that how being alone kills you from the inside. Like really the importance of that, and I just been thinking about that lately because I want to not be alone. Firstly, I would not I could not get one of those jobs. I could not get the jobs on the low end. That would not help at all. And you know, you could say that you don't need that exactly. You have friends that will always be with you, true friends that will be together that you could always rely on. But friends are not going to be with you all the time. All the time. Might be with you in hangouts. They might be with you in whatever situation tends to be of the everyday life. But not with you every day, every single time. There's not always with you. So that's a little bit of a problem. Now we have those two things. The way here's the next thing. I've already done a video talking about this in more detail, but I will admit that I was really feeling down at the time I was making that video, even though I was using my head while using it. I was still sprinkling a little bit of emotion in that video, and it was a video of me talking about me choosing the career path that I was already going through. It's not too much of an option for the moment because situation, or another path that's appear to me and there could be possibility for even while being sick. However, one thing happened to I just noticed it a little bit of time ago, but not too much, and I have not thought about it too much also. But now I'm thinking way more about it. It's that I am really good at a lot of things, but I am really bad at doing one thing. And I'm not saying that just ADHD to none of my projects ever finish. We know that. But what I mean to say with that is, well, all of my knowledge that I ever have of anything, I have a knowledge about so many things, but none of these knowledges are deep. They are very superficial or to a medium level. You know, it's definitely below higher than average because not everybody knows everything, but it's not enough to be considerable. It's like anyone that does X thing is gonna be way better than you. So it's like just like my social life, I am not in a single place at any given moment. I am with a lot of places, you know. I don't think I like that too much. I wish I could become really good at something, but that kind of reignited a trauma from my childhood that I when I was a little, I tend to give a lot of effort into a lot of things, and most of the time they would not come. The effort would not be repaid. They would. I would go too much effort for too little reward, you know. And that for each case their own, there was a lot of different things, but it just happened to happen many different times, the same result, but in very specific different conditions and reasons. And I felt that, and I said, what then? I just had to wonder really about what if I will be able to get that, to get out of the part of just being amateur-ish to medium level to really getting something that I can get on, so I can, you know, develop myself and just get to the point of being paid well enough to live well, not alone. Because that's all I want. I just want to get to that level. I don't need anything else. that level. Anything above, anything below, just I don't need it. I just want that forever for my life. And there's nothing I can really take away from that and say that it's gonna be fine, or it's gonna be terrible. It's a very special case. It's something that needs to be analyzed with time and not being demotivated by anything. But sometimes it's really hard to get to not get demotivated. Come on, it's it, nobody likes getting the sandcastle pummeled, you know. But I mean, I know that not demotivating is gonna be the answer, and it's how I am gonna pass through this. But it is definitely something that kind of bothers me anyway. And you know, I've been way too long without making a video, and I had and you know, I have to go back and try and so why not get this reason for it? So I'm happy on getting back, and I don't know. I don't have anything else to say really. So goodbye.